Alright, here what's up. GHOW 441. About to calculate the daily telepathic frequencies. And, figure I'm gonna make these videos every day, daily. I figure I'm just gonna wing it, because that's what I do. So, we are at Galactic Moon 13 today. 13th day of the Galactic Moon. And so basically, these are the number grids. And the way it works is that you take a coordinate, like let's say today, we are at 95 right there, because it's the 13th day of the 8th moon. So basically, at the start of it, at the first day of the moon, we're at 141, and they went over each day. That's the 7th day. Boom, run over here to 105. It's the 8th day, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th day. So that's where we are on the calendar. There's also a little graph over here that shows how that actually works with the moons and the months. But I'll go over that at another time, perhaps. For now, just gonna calculate the daily numbers, and you guys, I'll point out any synchronicities with the numbers if I happen to see any. And by all means, any meanings that pertain to you, it'd be great for you guys to share them. Sharing synchronicity helps spread the awareness of it, and more awareness of it means more telepathy, more compassion, more love for all. So yeah. Alright, so we're at 95 here. Vertical 2, horizontal 20. We got 95 plus 62. Let's see. $157. Okay. That's a great number. Well, personally for me, 157, 1.5.7 is vigesimal for 507, which is my synchronic telepathic frequency. And other than that, I guess I could have done this before, sort of make a template. Although, it's all good. And so, just like I said, I took a coordinate from here. That's the main one for the time one today. Then take that number from the synchronic matrix. Then we're going to take that same coordinate, 145 over here, add that up, and then that will be the time telepathic frequency for today. And also, if we look over here, 135, that's our location. So that's pretty much what you use to activate the frequency. This is like the switchboard, the chip, so to speak. So we got 95 plus 162 plus 145. And that is right, 402. Yeah, I always try to do these manually. Also got to double check all the time. Yeah, That looks right. Awesome. So the frequency is 402 today. And 402 is the number of the white mirror and the number of the solar plexus. And especially cool because during this week, it is actually the week that is the connection between the center, Hunabku 441, and the white mirror. So, that's pretty cool. Now we have the space telepathic frequency. And all of these, the 441 matrix and everything, is imprinted onto the brain. And it is memorized. Like, I can calculate these. I've been doing it for a while without even looking at the book or anything. It takes a little bit longer, but it's doable. And it's just everyday practice. You know, you don't gotta do it all in a day. So this is the space matrix, and this is the one that's mostly representative of our DNA. Each one of these quadrants is 8 by 8, 64 permutations, the I Ching code. So this one is the calendar, and then these ones, the synchronic and the space matrix, are actually the kin of the day. So wherever we are at on the 13 moon calendar, so we're at kin 117 today, which is right over here. So that's vertical 18, horizontal 2. So that should be BMU 101. Yeah. Alright. So we got 117 plus 21, 138 plus 167. So 305. And you know, like, I got all these memorized and everything. It's not like I'm lightning fast or math or anything. Memorization is pretty much the key. Not necessarily having to be really good at math. So it's the BMU 101. So we got number 305. And so that number is 31 times 5. No. 61. Another good number, but still. Math blunders. 61, one of the corner pieces. There's a reason why all these numbers add up the way they do. And even the connections in between each other, like 117 is one of the master numbers. It's the center of the time matrix. 9 times 13. So now that brings us over to the synchronic matrix. Now, these, it just goes in a line all the way down, over. And then, so we're right there, 117. Every green mark is a galactic activation portal day. We actually just went through a time of 10 in a row. Lots of synchronicities. Basically, it means that we are in there's a higher flow of galactic energy. And with that higher flow, more synchronicities, and, basically just having heightened energy. And if you meditate and focus on your spiritual practices, it's a great time to do so. Ceremonies, manifestations will happen more easily. So, we got 117 here. So it's 94 on this one, the time matrix. And then 360? Yeah, 360 on this one. And so note how 117 being a very key number, 360 is also a very key number. Invigesimal 3.6.0 is 1320. 1320 is the 1320 timing frequency. So no surprise that it occupies the same space as 117. And then let's see, what would 94 be? 47 times 2. 47 is another key number. And everything can be located in this number dictionary at the back. I'm going to go through that after, though. After we calculate these numbers. Sweet. 571. Alright, that's great. I actually saw this number twice. Alright, yeah, yesterday I was doing deep breaths into my chakras while I was getting driven from one place to another for work. And right as I was finishing the heart chakra, 441 drives by on the license plate, and then the next two license plates were 571. And also the car outside, license plate 571. And yeah, that's it's a key number for multiple reasons. And yeah, I'll go over that in a bit. It's really cool that that's what frequency that is. Of course, why wouldn't it be? Anyways, that's BMU, that same location on here, 265. Also, alright, another key thing is to locate where it is on the Hollow Mind Perceiver. So, all of these, I should have mentioned this from the start. My apologies. All of these occupy the exact same space. That's why when you take one coordinate, you add them up for each of them. And then you can find it here as well. I'll do this on a more clear picture in the book. For now, let's do a little stretch. All right. Brings us to the total telepathic frequency. All right. And so, we just took 9 different numbers, add them up. Now we're going to add up these 3, and that's our total. Okay, 1278. All right. And now, to find the BMU, so whenever I say that, It's referring to the location on the base matrix. Whenever I mention that, we take that number minus 441 until it's under that. So the closest multiple to 441 for that is 882. So 882 minus 1278. 396. Is it? Cool. And yeah, just how lovely the synchronicities. So normally what I would have done when I start off this thing is I would have written the date Galactic Moon 13. And also it's Lemmy today, which is the day of the week, which is the radial plasma from the solar plexus chakra. 402 is its number. See, it's a no surprise. And then we got red cosmic Earth today. Kin 117. And the number of the red Earth is 396. And so we got 402 in here and 396. Like, that's pretty rare for that to happen. But, like, all these numbers, they're perfection. They you know, we look on here, that's 402. That's in the inner core time. There's 396. Key coordinates. We can look at the galactic archetypes. Essentially, that's where 396 is, the red Earth. 402, the white mirror. And also, the 7 chakras are along that central axis in the matrix. Anyways, yeah, there's so much to go over that it's really hard to pinpoint where to begin. Although organization shall find its way in the magical harmony of order. So the kin equivalent today, based on the frequency of 1278, is, so sort of like we subtracted 441 to get to there, the kin equivalent is 200. There's 260 signatures, so 260 minus 1278 is 1278 minus 1040, so 238. All right. Yep. Okay. And that kin is I think the white electric mirror. No. The white self-existing mirror. Also, I usually would start by saying some signatures, before I even did this. So here's the signature of today. I endure in order to evolve, transcending synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of birth. So we got that with the kin equivalent, self-existing house of the yogi. And quite interesting, considering I'm defining all this for whoever for the first time, and I am also a yogi. So here's that signature. I define in order to reflect, measuring order. I seal the matrix of endlessness with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of timelessness. And so I guess I'll cut this video for here. Although I will be going over the connections in between these, because there are tons of invisible, imaginative, connections between the numbers. And if you thought of it, it exists. So you could, let's say 402 plus 305, 707. That's a pretty cool number, 707. And, even amongst themselves, 571 plus 1278. $18.49. And all these can be traced back to have more meaning and find out more about the day that we are at and the cycle that is seemingly perfectly mathematically orchestrated. Anyways, peace out.